Hi everyone, how are you doing today? I hope all of you are having a very beautiful day. Today we have here with us Heera ma'am, Heera Koranne Kulkarni, who is chef in Asari, and she is going to share a very delicious whole food plant-based recipe which is very simple to make, and we are going to need only few ingredients to make it. It's a very nutritious recipe which is known as Khichdi. Thank you Heera ma'am, thank you for coming to Plant Based Kitchen, and today you are going to share with us a very delicious khichdi recipe. So could you please tell us?
Namaste everyone. It's very exciting to be here in Harshdeep Swami's kitchen in Delhi. I'm visiting India and I thought I would come to his home and record this video for all of you. To show you how easy it is to cook plant-based foods which are highly nutritious, and we are not going to use any oil, so you will find out how we do that. And this recipe is called Khichdi, and it's very popular all over the different states of India. No matter where you are, one or the other form of khichdi is eaten. And actually you will be surprised to know that it is one of the meals that is served to babies as a first meal, or when they are a little bit older, like 1 year old, because it's very easily digestible. It's made with rice and a little bit of dal or lentils. It's also comfort food, and you feel really good because you have been eating it since you were a baby. So let's go ahead and show you all the ingredients. So the main ingredient in khichdi is rice. Today we are using white rice, and I will let you know why. It's not as bad as people think. Here are the pink lentils. It's called masoor dal in Hindi, but they are also called red lentils, although they are kind of pinkish in color. Alright, so we have 1 cup of rice, half cup of lentils, and we have washed all of these already. Here we have peas, and then we have some potatoes that have been chopped. These are just white potatoes. We are going to start with the onions. These are red onions that are chopped up, and some chopped up tomatoes are there. And we are going to use all our amazing spices that are very healing. So in Indian cooking, we use all different kinds of spices that give us all the different flavors, and they are also very healing because they have many different properties. So today we are using Instant Pot, because I know many homes in the United States have an Instant Pot. I have one, and it's catching up in India also. You can definitely make this in a regular pressure cooker also. That in Indian homes we are very used to using a regular pressure cooker. But the beauty of this Instant Pot, which is electric, you can leave it and then you can walk away from it, and it just does its job and it shuts off by itself. Alright, so we are going to start with the sauté mode. Alright, so that the inner lining would get hot, and then we can saute our spices in that. Let's give it a few seconds to heat up. We are going to start with the mustard seeds here. When they are going to pop, we'll add some cumin seeds. Then we are going to add the rest of the spices. We'll be using turmeric, we'll be using garam masala, coriander powder, and cumin powder, and some peppercorns, whole peppercorns also. So those are some of our spices that we are going to use. So let's go ahead and add the mustard seeds. This is about 1/8 of a teaspoon, I would say, and I'm just going to leave it there. And as the inner lining gets hot, it's going to pop. It doesn't take very long. So what happens with our spices when we temper the spices? This is called doing a chonk in Hindi, right? When we temper the spices pop up in a very hot pan, and when they pop, then the oils are released from the seeds, and that's what gives the distinct flavor that you taste in the Indian dishes, right? The cumin seeds will pop, and they will release their oil. Mustard seeds will pop, and then we'll be adding some, ground up garam masala, which is a mixture of spices. It's getting hot. I can feel the heat. Let's give it a few more seconds or minutes. In the meantime, I will tell you something about the white rice, because many people think that in modern times people are very, very nervous about using white rice. They always say that this is a refined food, but this has been a staple of many of the Asian countries. You see, China, Vietnam, Malaysia. And who doesn't eat rice? Every culture has a rice dish, and most of it is white rice. It's not as bad as you might think. Yes, brown rice has more fiber, but not that much. White rice may have 1 gram of fiber, and brown rice has maybe 2 or 3% of fiber. That's the only difference. And sometimes and actually white rice is polished, so that's where you lose some nutrition, right? But it's not bad. I want to tell you about Dr. Walter Kempner. Walter Kempner and his rice diet. Okay, there we go, and now the seeds have started popping. Yes, I see them moving around. So now I'm going to add some cumin seeds. Same thing, about 1/8 of a teaspoon, and I will continue with Dr. Walter Kempner in a little bit. Let us stir those cumin seeds.
And ma'am, we are getting a very nice fragrance.
Yes,
out of these,
definitely. That's the beauty of our Indian spices. They have a lot of nice properties. Cumin seeds have iron, because that's why they are brown. That's the reason why we use all these different spices. I'm going to use about a teaspoon of garam masala, and I'm going to turn this off because it's getting really hot. Cancel. Add garam masala, cumin. This is coriander powder, 1 teaspoon. Since it's really hot, so I'm going to stir it around so as not to have it burn. And little bit of hot garam masala. Let's add the rice.
Okay. This way of cooking is actually new to me. I have never cooked khichdi in this way.
Now we have the lentils that go in. They have been washed already. Make sure you rinse the rice very, very well, at least 3 times, because rice has arsenic many times, and we need to wash it thoroughly. Now all the arsenic may not go away, but at least you'll be able to remove some of it by washing it thoroughly. The lentils are sticking to each other because we had washed the lentils a little while ago. All right. Now we'll add the vegetables. This is a 1-pot meal. That's the beauty of it. Potatoes, diced potatoes go in. Now we'll add the peas. Next we are going to add tomatoes. And I don't think I added turmeric because turmeric burns really fast, so let me add it now. This is about half a teaspoon, I would say. Just stir it around and that's about it. See how simple that was? Now we are going to add water to it to cover it. I usually don't measure anything. Of course the rice was measured, we measured the rice. The rest of the things I usually don't measure, I just eyeball it. We're going to cover the rice with water and add a little bit more because we have vegetables and the lentils. We will stir it thoroughly. Now if you have other things available like some greens, you have kale or spinach or fresh coriander leaves, you can add all of that at this time. And all you have to do is put the lid on and let it do its thing and let it cook. Now we're going to add a little bit of salt there. About a teaspoon or to taste. You can also add ginger if you have it available, fresh ginger or dry ginger powder. Okay, I'm going to add a few peppercorns, whole pepper. I was supposed to add it at the beginning, but I forgot. The spices started burning, so I turned it off. Okay. A little more water, I guess. That should do it. Now we're going to close the lid, and the vent should be on sealing. And then we are just going to add the rice button, and it will cook for 12 minutes. And we are just going to walk away from it, and it will cook and do its job, and we will show you the final product. Now I was telling you about Dr. Walter Kempner and his rice diet, right? So he was invited to Duke University in 1939, many years ago. And what he started doing was an experiment using white rice, sugar and fruit juice to cure patients who were seriously ill with kidney disease, coronary heart disease, diabetes, hypertension and many other ailments they had. Very seriously ill patients, and they were fed a diet of white rice because white rice is very low in protein, and when you're sick you are supposed to have very low protein diet. So I think rice has 3 to 5%, white rice has 3 to 5% protein, and but it has some folate and some other vitamins are there, so it's very good. And then they also had fruit juices and sugar, believe it or not, and all those patients used to get cured within no time if they followed his diet. So white rice is not bad at all. Don't shy away from white rice. most of the world eats white rice. Yes, you are going to have more fiber in brown rice. And usually what I do is I use other grains like buckwheat, quinoa, millets and stuff like that. But once in a while you can have rice, white rice also. Especially when it is khichdi, which is a really comfort food. Okay, we'll see you in a little bit.
Alright guys, so did you see how much information she has given in just one single video, and a lot of valuable information even I was not aware of. And this is a completely different way of making khichdi. I have never tried it, so we are going to try this recipe and we are going to see how the recipe is. I am sure that it is going to be very delicious. And thank you Heera ma'am, thank you for making this amazing recipe.
I just wanted to also let you know that this is a one pot meal because it has protein, it has carbohydrates, it has vegetables and fiber. So it's going to be a complete meal. And usually what we do is, this is what we make usually in the evenings. Okay, so these are the chopped red onions. I'm really sorry I forgot to add that. I was supposed to add it to the pot when the seeds pop, like when the mustard seeds and the cumin seeds pop. I was supposed to add this, dry saute it, and if it starts burning you can add a small amount of water. Keep sauteing it so that the raw onion taste goes away, and then you can add all your other spices. Alright, so sorry about forgetting this step, but you can do it when you are making your own khichdi. Alright folks?
Guys, our very delicious khichdi is ready. But before we open the instant pot, we have got a question for Heera ma'am on my Facebook page, Harshdeep Swami. It is from Jackie Newman, if I am pronouncing the name correctly. The question is there really a difference across the various types of lentils, or can they be used interchangeably?
Sure, that's a great question, Jackie. Thanks for asking it. So yes, there are many types of lentils available in the market. Especially in India, we have at least 20 to 30 varieties available. In USA, we don't have that much variety, but we are able to find the red lentils. Actually, they are pink in color, but they are very common all over the place in the United States. We also get garbanzo beans in the United States very easily. But all these different lentils are full of protein and many other beneficial ingredients. They have fiber, they are rich in fiber, antioxidants, so they are really good for you. See, here we have 4 different varieties. This is called moong daal and doesn't have the skin, and usually we make khichdi with this kind of lentil. I prefer the green kind, which is the green moong dal with the skin on. And you can find them in Chinese stores in the USA. In Indian store, you will be able to find it very easily. So this is moong dal, and that's what we use to make khichdi. That's because it's very easy on digestion. Okay? And this is rajma, a different type of rajma, also called pinto beans in the United States. So you can use a variety of different lentils. They are very good for you. So we used the masoor dal or the pink lentils today in the khichdi because I know that in the United States it's very readily available. But you can use any kind of lentil. Now this type of lentil may not work so well in khichdi. You need to use a smaller variety and a softer variety. Okay? But yes, please do use lentils and use different types of lentils to give you different nutrients. Now we are going to open the instant pot and let's see how our khichdi looks like, whether it turned out good or not. Ooh, look at that. It looks marvelous.
Yes, ma'am, it is looking extremely delicious.
Yeah, we see the masalas we added, and we see the vegetables floating, and the peppercorns, whole peppercorns, and it's going to be delicious. Let's serve it. Little portion. We may have to mix it a little, so we get the goodness of the masalas in every bite. And see, I didn't measure the water that I added, but it came out so perfectly. But I would say that you can use, for 1 cup of rice and half cup of lentil, you can use about 4 to 5 cups of water. Because remember, you have the vegetables also that need to cook. There is our khichdi. I hope you will try this dish and you will be able to taste the goodness of it for yourself. And remember to use the onions at the beginning. After you add the mustard seeds and the cumin seeds, add the onions, saute them until the rawness goes away. If you need a little bit of water, you can add that. And then you add the spices and you saute the onion and the spices together. Then you would add your rice, your lentil and your vegetables and water and salt and all that. Okay, that's about it. Thank you so much for being with us in Harshdeep Swami's kitchen, plant-based Swami's kitchen.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for this amazing recipe. And could you please tell us about how, if someone wants to contact you, how they can contact you?
Okay, that's great. I have a small YouTube channel called Holistic Healing with Heera. I hope you will visit that to see some recipes. I'm developing it. I just started adding some recipes to it. I also teach yoga, so you'll find some yoga sessions also there. Holistic Healing with Heera. That's my YouTube channel. You please visit www.healwithheera.com. That's my website. Heal, Heal, WITH, Heera, HEERA.com. Visit that website, healwithheera.com. You'll be able to see a lot of information about plant-based lifestyle and how to overcome chronic diseases. And I hope to see you in my October group, where I would help you get information and see how easy it is to switch over to the plant-based lifestyle and be your best self. Okay.
All right, so thank you everyone. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you and have a very beautiful and awesome day. Thank you.
Namaste. Be well.